Hey, welcome to our video. If you're getting a new cube, here are some good habits for unboxing and caring for a new puzzle. This is mostly for people who are new to cubing, as more experienced cubers may already have their routines for unboxing and maintenance. That said, let's get into it. First, carefully open the packaging and make sure you have exactly what you want. This means checking if you have the correct variant, size, and color of the puzzle that you ordered. Also, if your puzzle comes with accessories, make sure nothing is missing, as some accessories are really important for the overall enjoyment of the puzzle. Keeping the original packaging is also a good idea in case you want to make a return. Next, check the puzzle for factory defects. This doesn't happen very much, but it's always good to make sure that your puzzle is in good condition. These can include scuffs and scratches to deep gouges in the plastic, missing damaged pieces or stickers. Sometimes cheaper puzzles like Yushin economy puzzles can have some minor scratches. This is because the packaging may not be as robust or the manufacturing QC process might not be as detailed. Flagship puzzles from brands like Gan Moyu Chi-E, YJ Dian Diansheng are expected to be very polished. So if anything seems off, definitely contact customer service for help. After that, try the cube and see how it moves. This is the one step that most cubers look forward to. Namely, make sure the cube turns as expected. There shouldn't be any uneven textures or funny sounds. If you feel something is wrong, definitely contact the place you got the puzzle from for help. While you're at it, if your cube has any features like adjustable magnets or elasticity, play with those and make sure they're working properly. Good thing is, most cubes come with instructionals or pamphlets that teach you how to use these features step by step. Once you know how the cube works, you can adjust the cube to fit your personal needs. A side note is adjusting the cube to your preferred settings can actually help you avoid catching, popping, or an uncomfortable turning experience. Now, once you know you have a good puzzle, you can go ahead and further personalize it. One thing cubers love to do is lubricate their Speedcubes. Lubing your cube is, honestly, it's pretty subjective. Good thing is we carry lots of different types of lubes for a different variety of preferences. If you like something simple, you can always hit up silicone like Cubicle Weight 5. If you like something fast, you can try D&M Mystic, Lubicle Speedy, that type of thing. And if you like a smooth and more controlled creamy feel, you can try things like Angstrom Dignitas and Gravitas. Our lubes are always mixable, so if you have an inkling to experiment, you can always do that safely, knowing that nothing horrible is going to happen. Over the years, we've seen a lot of very creative lube mixes. For example, the Yo Cube has Weight 5, D&M Mystic, and Dignitas, and it has a very comfortable and creamy feel. Okay, so now that we're done opening the puzzle, we want to give you some bonus tips on how to get the most out of your cubes. Let's start with a really simple idea, which is to not do things that might damage or break your puzzle. If a puzzle isn't designed for the corners to be twisted, don't force it to see if it'll twist. This is common sense, but we do see a lot of people breaking their own puzzles like that. If you get a corner twist, make sure to loosen the sides before attempting to twist it back. And this especially applies to big cubes where the corner base can be very large and the corner stock is very deep into the cube. If you twist it, you might hear this like snapping sound and you'll really regret it, so try to avoid that. Also, special mention for 2x2s. 2x2s have an anchor corner that literally cannot move in place. So if you find yourself corner twisting on a 2x2, definitely be careful to not twist the anchor piece, because if you twist the anchor piece, it will almost always break. I'm pretty sure I broke it. If you feel like you have to turn a corner, feel it around and try a piece that you know 100% isn't the anchor piece. One related note is to understand your puzzle's limits. Cubes vary in speed, stability, and flexibility. Also, whether you're solving a 3x3 or a 7x7 makes a big difference. The type of puzzle can often tell you what the puzzle is capable of. Knowing your puzzle's limits before turning at full speed can help prevent lockups and catastrophic pops. Our advice is to take your time to adjust the puzzle before going all out, and you'll save some headaches down the line. If you're unlucky and you do get a lockup on a larger puzzle, definitely consider pausing to fix it. Forcing through a lockup might make you feel like you're saving time on a solve, but it's very risky and it can make the situation a lot worse if things go bad. We understand it's frustrating to lock up on a good solve, but keeping calm will save you tons of time in the long run on average, and it'll also help you avoid catastrophic pops where your cube just falls apart. Another good habit is keeping your cubes in a clean space. This stops dust, hair, and other debris from getting into your cube, which can be kind of annoying and kind of icky. Keeping the cube clean will also help it perform exactly the way you want. Too much debris in the cube will kind of make it feel gunky and slow, which not a lot of people like. One option is to store your cube in some sort of container. Most high-end cubes have some sort of container that they give you, whether it's a box or a bag or sometimes both. If you feel you need more storage, you can always check out our site. We have lots of bags and boxes for your use. They're usually not very expensive and they look pretty cool. Cleaning your cube regularly is also a nice thing to do to keep it fresh. I actually come across a lot of cubes that haven't been cleaned in a very long time, and if you look inside, it's pretty scary. So what I like to do is take it apart and wipe down the pieces with a wet paper towel or an unscented baby wipe. You know, we do get funny looks at the store sometimes when we buy like big boxes of baby wipes, but hey, whatever. You know, cleaning your cube is really important. Also, when you're cleaning your cube, try not to get water onto any metal parts because it can cause the parts to rust, which will really suck. Here's what my maintenance roughly looks like for my favorite cubes. So when I get a new cube, I like to adjust the settings to something I feel like I would enjoy. I then lube the puzzle, and that really depends on what type of puzzle it is and what I'm feeling at the time. Once the lube wears off, if I like it, I'll re-lube it with the same stuff, and I'll try to get back to the original feel I had before the lube wore off. And I'll keep doing that until I feel like the cube is getting a little gunky. And once I feel like relubing is not effective anymore, I'll break the cube down, clean it, and start from scratch and repeat. So basically, I try to relube as many times as possible, but at some point, relubing will give me diminishing returns. And when I notice that, I break the cube down and clean it up. I've done this for many, many years now with puzzles across the generations, and it's always worked for me. So hopefully maybe you can give it a try, and it'll give you a good balance between not having to do too much work, but also keeping your cube feeling good. Well, now we're at the end of the video. We hope this helped you answer some important questions about cube care and getting a new cube. As always, if you need help with your specific puzzle, do let us know. Over the years, we've seen lots of different issues with all sorts of different twisty puzzles, so feel free to contact us if you feel like you need help with yours. Thanks, and take care.